Wait, what are you doing over here? I'm here. You ready to talk to Sorry,
it's a very long emote. I'm not allowed to interrupt it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, quick kick him out of the thing by trading with him.
It doesn't work.
Evidently not. It's not
You think
like
I paid that much for that emote to skip it?
Okay. Also,
may as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give out.
What? What the fuck? Who are you talking to? I know you're not talking to me like that. Elderly
as
knees.
We sit in the
rain. Hey, look. Cold's inevitable. Elderly knees need care.
This game's day-night cycle and weather just interact so funnily with the cutscenes.
Which is funny because I think there's like parts of this game that will automatically transition time to take place in a certain time.
There are definitely cutscenes where they acknowledge the weather or time of day, and so the game actually customizes them. But aside from that, it'll just be the current world, which is very funny because like there's a ton of outdoor scenes that take place in weather. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much.
Thy countenances belies thy words, Master Thancred.
Why do you talk that way? We're all from now.
Like, it's one thing if you're talking to the Fae, who are, ancient, but come on.
Well, he did grow up there. I mean, it's kind of like you adopt the way your parents talk.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view.
Well,
as lightning strikes
absolutely
the background.
awful outside.
There's so much lightning. Oh my god, calm down.
Oh goodness.
This is brutal.
It's a horrible view.
Again, it's made funnier in the.
So ugly.
It's made funnier by the fact that right now we're all having a cigarette, which I think makes it just 100%
London. As if the abundance of anglers is an indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Yeah, that part's true.
Okay,
Isn't it supposed to be good to fish in the rain?
Yes.
It is
very good to fish in the rain.
Fishing rods are lightning rods. Like, do not go fishing in the thunderstorms.
No, not necessarily, because you got to remember some rods are made out of non-conductive materials like, say, carbon fiber.
That is a big risk you're taking. Are you willing to bet your life on carbon fiber? I don't know. I think lightning always wins.
Do not underestimate Effie's ability to actually.
I mean, I can't actually lightning. It will kill me, no matter what.
He doesn't have to succeed.
I guess. I don't have that. I don't have the option to load a save, so good for him, I guess.
I mean, if he dies, then it's not like you can be like, told you so.
Well, obviously, but like, I mean, one, how dare you assume I can't? But two, like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna go hang out and I'm not gonna try my luck. What if lightning strikes twice? I'm standing right where he was. I'm gonna get hit too. No thanks. Can't trick me. Oh, help! Someone! Quickly! I thought they said unnerved fish for a second. It's Nightshade! He was attacked on the road from the Crystarium! Barely escaped with me life! What?
I suppose we might have predicted this. Sad face.
That was pretty good. You mean you'll help? For free? Thank you.
You just talked yourself out of a good deal, mister.
I was very desperate. If I recall correctly, or sorry,
That's heavy.
Yep. If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of what? I'm sorry. Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. Are
It's
you
probably
sure?
also a flower too. I think
Yeah.
I think it can be both.
I mean,
yeah, we all
Fair.
understand what Nightshade is, but I don't think Nightshade the plant is attacking this guy.
you never know. People are dumb. Remember?
You can call anything anything. Like I just put
whoa.
Shattered Memories where there's a gang called the Dead Dogs, which seems like a bad name for a gang.
I mean, it could if they're zombies. I think that's pretty good.
At that point, you just call yourselves the zombie dogs.
No, why? You're
No,
dead.
they
You're
wouldn't
the
call
dead
themselves
dog.
anything. They're dead.
Yeah, but they're not dead. They're undead.
Oh, they're smart zombies.
Wow,
They're
Keith, way to be
Rob
a
zombies.
Yeah, right?
Livist? Way to be
We've dealt
moralist.
We've dealt with sentient zombies. Remember?
I
The,
doubt they'll trouble us over much. No more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate, like I interrupted Effie. Haha.
Rude.
You talking about the Hildebrand quest?
Yeah, the troop of undead gentlemen or whatever they're called. I don't remember.
Yeah. That is true. They are
The
sentient.
League of
undead.
Extraordinary Corpses.
Wow.
Bum 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 bottom.
I think that's copyright infringement.
Probably.
Alan Moore doesn't go outside.
Wow.
Also, you will have to forgive me
Have you
if
seen
you
what he looks like?
occasionally hear.
no, I don't even know what he looks like.
You'll have to forgive me if you occasionally hear cat noises. My cat has been a nuisance today and has been constantly bugging me for my attention in one thing or another.
Yeah, just meow back at it. That's what I do.
I do that.
They have-
occasionally as
Taste of its own medicine.
These two have matters well in hand, by the looks of it. The composed fisher. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. I will now leave the story goodbye. We were a vehicle
I
for you
got
to meet
one-
Axeman. Who was Thaler?
I wanna say it was me.
He's
but
the
I
guy
don't
we said
remember.
looked like the Warrior of Light or Dark.
Is
Right.
the Warrior of Darkness. Or the Warrior of Light. Sorry, he is the Warrior of Light.
Fuck it. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. Thancred's famous.
Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol no less.
Oh, it's nothing more, nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. You're off duty in full uniform? Alright then.
Have you seen
What
this
has-
world? I think that's what you have to normally wear to survive in this place.
It doesn't come off, there's no zipper.
It is permanently attached to my body.
Wow.
But
what
if we
coming
had a
of age
free moment.
ceremony.
Here's your chastity armor.
We thought we'd have. We thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. So you're doing charity work, except not because, yikes.
That's admirable. There are few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond.
We want to become warriors of light, right? Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more. Like we should be doing more. Oh, I'm angry. Goodness.
It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through.
Angry.
I don't remember you. The excitable one.
Amazing.
Sorry, milady. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonred, milady. I'm with the guard, but I don't want to just protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the warriors of light.
Oh, he's gonna die next.
Wow.
It's tripping me up how there's like a giant sheet of rain in the background, but in front of the character, there's just one raindrop over and over again.
You know, I don't know if anybody else noticed. There's a dead guy behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy that was robbing. That
That's
was the
the
guy
Nightshade
from the
guy.
Nightshade. Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why they said that these guys have it well in hand. God, keep up, Evie.
I know, I'm sorry.
Just the literal premise of the scene.
No, this is just how we talk to like casual murderers. We're really generous about it. Like, oh, that sucks, man. We know what it's like to kill a life.
Sadly, our our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Norvrant. What we'd really like to do is travel to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. Oh, God. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. I blame it on the fact that I don't know. The story so far has been very boring. Of late. I'm sorry, this has been really boring lately.
Well, well. Future heroes of the first, do you think?
They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it avail us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus' schemes to light.
One gem, please. They're all useless.
Yep.
Wow.
They are old.
Old gems to
Well,
put
they're
on
not
the auction
entirely
house.
useless, but
Yeah, they're not
90% of the
useless.
time they're... Well,
I
no,
can't,
no, no.
I can't be asked to engage with the systems that even let you use them, so they're useless until we get to the
they're
content where
useless
we
to
actually
you.
need them.
Okay. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold.
Aye. And I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus' machinations will be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hold now. That's a giant iguana! A lot of teeth.
Speaking of iguana, hold on. I got one better. Where is it? Come on. Where is it? There it is.
Whoa! That's not an iguana.
It's
not
Flat
iguana.
Fuck
I
Friday.
said I had something better.
It's Flat Fuck Friday.
Huh? What are you writing? What is that thing? Huh? I don't like that. I'm getting out of here.
Bzzz.
I can't tell you what it is because that potentially could spoil things. Just the name of it.
It's a gator.
Slenderman?
It's spoilers for gators.
Oh, no, the gators aren't spoilers at all.
Yeah, Keith. Duh. Come on.
Did you... What are these boots? I don't know. Those ones. Whichever one of those two names is the appearance versus the stats. Good luck.
Okay.
All are present. Now we need but await Bismarck's coming. Tis time. Pray make ready.
I don't know who Make Ready is, but I'm praying for him.
Anamnesis.
The fuck? Oh, we just ride the whale into whatever
We
do.
unlocked
Are they just-
Anamnesis.
Off to Anamnesis and Anyder.
Is Elidibus just trying to like rebuild the Warrior of Light party and then just do it again?
That certainly seems to be what.
Like he
they're
just looks like
trying
he's
to
gonna
do.
just actually stroll up and cause the fucking apocalypse himself. Then he's like, you know what? Just fuck it. Like,
It's
Well, see, that's the thing. They probably could if they wanted to, but they're not. For reasons? I don't know.
well, they acted like they can't. They acted like they themselves are not actually able to fight Heidelin or whatever.
I would imagine, yeah,
Like,
I guess
up front?
Heidelin's influence is probably stopping them from directly causing issues.
Yeah, like but it seems also that like, I don't know, this doesn't seem to be working. They've been doing this for a really long time and it still hasn't gotten fixed. So I
Well,
don't know.
they've
Maybe
caused-
it's time to rush things up a bit.
7 calamities so far, and they almost caused an 8th, but we stopped. the
True, I
8th.
guess it's not that they're not doing stuff. It just seems like it's very inefficient.
Yeah.
And also we're
'Cause
kind of
they've-
now, I guess, being a pain in the ass. So that's kind of our fault. Are we the bad guys?
No, because we
We're
technically
stopping a whole civilization from existing.
We're stopping genocide, essentially.
Are we
Yeah.
the
How?
bad
What?
guys?
I don't think that's true.
It is. Well, what do you think happens when the sundering happens, or the
Does,
the
I thought
calamity
the idea
happens?
is that we all just clap back into one person.
Yes, but have you ever considered what happens to the person that currently is? They
Which
effectively
one?
stop existing.
I don't know. Maybe it's like the thing where they all of them simultaneously have each other's memories into one body, and that person just goes into like a coma for a while, and then
All right, I'll tell you-
reconfigures themselves.
Tell you what, you test the theory and tell me what happens if you
Game
can.
theory.
I feel like if there was another me in reality, it probably wouldn't be best to put us together. I think it would probably just be best to keep us far away apart.
He'll
from each other.
annihilate each
Keep in
other
mind
through
too
fission.
that
Why are you attacking me? I'm right.
keep in mind, Andrew, as
Why
well.
are you booing? I'm right.
One of the things that was stated was that our soul was apparently very dense. So it's very possible.
Wow.
Which seems like a mean thing
Yeah.
to say to someone.
That seems like
Well-
a really mean thing to say. I think you could get in trouble for that.
Okay, so an answer was just given here. According to this, both existing shards of the person die, the aether combines, and is then reborn as a new person.
Like how new? Are we getting the Fallout 3 character creation screen, or are we like we still look the same, but we just don't know what anything is anymore?
Hi, I am baby. I know nothing.
Okay, so we just like pop out the womb. All right. I mean, wait, no, that's not true because there's a lot of people doing that. Are we all going to? Well, whose womb are we all popping out of? If all of us are combining
Whoever
back
needs
into
the
somebody,
whoever needs the next fragment of aether, I guess.
what? No, we just collapsed into. I'm assuming everyone collapsed in on themselves. So like, if we all just collapsed in on each other, who's giving birth? Like, who's the designated birther? Is
Okay,
it
okay.
Heidelin?
Here's the perfect way to put it. Here's the perfect way to put it.
You think I
When
just came
Aether
out
gets-
the womb drawing Mozart?
When aether gets overwhelmed into one side or the other, we've already seen what happens when you have too much light aether. And that's or your soul leans too far to the light, and that's you become a sin eater. The embodiment of pure light.
I don't think that's a type of skin color, but all right.
What?
You can't just have sin eater skin. That just seems really rude. You can't just call someone that.
What?
Wait, are we?
Have
cute?
you forgotten
are we not
the
even fucking
entire
cute right
story?
now? I
No,
thought we
we're
were
not.
Cute.
No, we're not cute.
I was waiting for this to proc. Jesus.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh fuck! I have to play the video game.
I do not remember how to play the video game.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Terribly, probably.
Well, it's your first time being a tank, so I'm excited for you.
At least in like a month. I tried to level up to max level without tanking, but it's really hard. So I had to eventually cave and tank for people.
Okay. I'm proud of you for
I'm scared of strangers, and I don't want to have to play the game right or get people mad at me.
Tank stance.
Where's Grit? There it is. Is this a level where they come to us? Oh, looks like it. Just do the AoE.
I need to remember how to play the game.
It's okay. Nobody knows how to play video games.
I knew that.
Video
gamer
games are a
title I
lie
got
the
in high school
government
was a
tells
lie.
you in order to keep you quiet. Oh, it's
Man,
false.
they're doing a really
me.
good job of it.
Meow.
DPS is so nice.
You got so little to do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brain dead.
You're just gonna forget how to play video games even more now.
Great. Oh. That's the wrong thing.
My amazing strategy is that I don't learn what my different mitigation buttons are, but they're all on cooldown, so I just press a different one every 10 seconds.
Alright, bold choice, bold choice.
Keeps the damage curve low. None of them are as big as you would hope for being an impactful cooldown.
Yeah.
The percentages are pretty low. In general, cooldowns are really disappointing in Final Fantasy XIV.
Damn, hot take.
Yeah. A ton of
about to
cooldowns
look
in
like
this game
Change
are
Up
like,
Patrick.
it's like a big wait for like, 20% damage reduction. I'm like, oh wow, cool. That was worth putting on a cooldown.
Oh, I need to eat some bread.
Oh no, rocks are falling. Are there gonna be damage zones? Are they gonna come at us? Are they coming for us? Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so smart and know how video games work.
Block them with your body. I'm getting behind it.
Oh, it's one of these. Oh, never mind.
Never
They're
mind,
bad.
never mind.
They're bad rocks, not good rocks.
I didn't realize that rocks had different types.
Surprise.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, it's a big cone. It's really lame that I have multiple attacks that just maintain a 60-second buff duration that has an incredibly minimal effect on my performance, but an entire interface element's dedicated to it as if to pretend that it's a big deal for my class. I just have two different abilities where every time I use them, they increase the duration of my buff by 30 seconds, but it caps at 60 seconds. But the buff is weak and uninteresting. so that entire effect is not very engaging, but an entire interface element is dedicated just to that one buff, as if it's more special than all of my other buffs that I have. It's clearly an evidence of like they had a different plan for this class at some point and they changed it, and now there's just a shitty like vestigial interface element for no reason.
I think, yeah, I think
don't really
most
know
of the tanks got
Dark Knight
reworked at
enough
some point, right?
Like, my other thing is a meter, and every time it hits 50, I can do this one attack. That one makes sense, like, oh, it's a resource. But the other one's just a buff on a class full of buffs, who cares?
We're here. Why are you running?
It's a T-Rex made of stomachs. If I'm a jump button
behold,
works.
I like that it's unknown, because that's honestly what I would say too.
Need a second to find my jump button real quick. Do you think he likes me? Ah,
Well, he is running from you.
scrutiny. Oh my god. What? Wait, there's also a spinning thing? Should I be afraid? What? What is that video? Okay.
Crap.
That's what's happening. Gotcha. That was a lot of character stuff happening at once. So I guess the entire screen is reduced to like 4 safe zones, and then he then chooses a direction to attack on top of that.
Yeah.
So you have to be not in the one wrong fake safe zone.
Which I was in.
You fool. Here he comes again. Oh, there's also a second T-Rex now. Is he attacking like a lion? Ow!
That was
Does
a
he
line
attack-
stack.
Is he attacking me? Oh, were we supposed to stack? Or does he just attack me?
I think
Oh,
we were supposed
beam.
to stack originally.
Yeah, so it chooses someone, you stack
Oh.
on them. It's yeah, you just gotta stack in a line. That's the.
I didn't see
entire
a stack
purpose
indicator,
of it.
so I thought that maybe he was supposed to attack the tank, and I was supposed to not stack on everyone else.
Okay, good. Back down to 1.
He keeps dividing like a
Like
cell.
you will never conquer.
Inscrutability. All of his names are about being unidentifiable and incomprehensible. We get it, bro. You're like super deep. I also played Fear and Hunger. I'm the meat T-Rex. Arg.
Nice. That's a lot of eyes. I don't like that.
The better to see you with.
Nah. I prefer to be unobserved, please. I think I have like a GDPR thing about that. Here, have a giant ground magic. And have it again. I will admit, I don't actually know why we're going to this area. I don't remember what the significance is here. Are we stopping the fish people?
We're trying to find knowledge to help with the transfer back.
Elidibus.
Yeah, but
Obliterate.
Which
Why'd you just wander off? Where'd you go?
I thought everyone died. I thought all the enemies just died for some reason. My screen just had their names go away, and I was like, oh, I guess they're dead. That was weird as hell. Yeah, their names just vanished. So I was like, oh, I guess they're dead. I'll leave now. Let's go to the next fight. Oh, hello, guys.
Big sword. Oh, something's coming. Something's coming. They're angry about all the things we did to murder on.
Oh, it's just the wrong one. Damn it. Oh well. Back to the rotation.
AoE. Everyone, look at me! I pressed my look at me button. Oh, these guys are casters. Annoying.
They just will not come to me, I guess.
Yeah, they just won't follow me correctly to group up for an AoE.
What am I doing? There we go.
Joke's on you, chat. I don't remember what any of my abilities are called. I just kind of remember them by like texture and appearance and location vaguely of like, oh, these do these things, kind of.
Yeah, go pester someone else. Thank you.
That's what's wild to me is like we played the Street Fighter 6 tournament and so many people were, the announcers kept saying the names of the moves and like, Jesus Christ, you know the names of all the moves for like all these different characters? It's wild.
We got that kind of paid to know that kind of thing.
I'm just like, these are just like cool flippy things. No, they weren't paid. They were our announcers. They're just some people from Discord. It was our tournament of just some random people that showed up.
Oh, okay. It was a okay. I thought you meant like an actual tournament.
No, we
It's
just,
like,
have
man,
we just have the
they're
more
real
experienced
professional.
players do commentary, and they actually know the names of things. I'm like, how do you remember the names of all this stuff? Don't understand. Hey, big man.
Oh my god.
Kyclops.
That's a cool name.
So you like doing anything later, or?
Do you think his name used to be Kyle before he became a Cyclops?
His name's Kyclops because his name's Kyle. I think he's gonna charge forward. Oh no, he's not. I was wrong.
Oh, what a spin.
I saw giant horns pointing down at me. I'm like, I think he's about to charge forward, and I was very wrong.
Terrible
about that.
hammer. Okay.
Hammers.
Oh,
What are they doing?
I'm assuming don't stand on the aisles with hammers.
And swords? Here comes the big
swing,
circle.
So... No. There it goes. Okay. Oh!
That's fast.
Oh my god, almost died.
Round to die.
Wait.
Oh. That was the time to be ready for him to do a forward thing, and I wasn't ready for it. Terrible blade. I guess does he blow them up in the order that he casts them?
Blade. Yeah, it's blade first, then hammers. So. Oh.
It's time
And
to
now
stack
stack.
on this hammer, or else.
Okay. Hammers. Oh!
I did it.
I
No!
never get out of that in time.
I'm in trouble.
Damn it.
Ow.
Oh.
That was a lot of consecutive bad. Whoops.
Okay, we'll get him though. He was almost dead.
I'm back.
Okay. Good. Okay, blades first. Nice.
There's a thing pointing at us.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of hats.
That's a lot of hats today.
Probably wait
Love
for Keith.
hats. Oh, I'm
So-
out of inventory space.
You're not the tank anymore, Andrew.
I know. I just have a habit.
Gonna
One day.
relearn the whole game now. It's a whole new world
Yep, whole new world.
with fewer requirements or mechanics or things to worry about.
It is kind of stunning how little responsibility I feel like I have.
Yeah, you just kind of hang out. Sometimes you die, and that also doesn't matter.
Damn. What am I here for? Just a D? Oh, no, wait. Shit.
Just sit there and look pretty and push buttons.
20
That's all you need to do.
20 seconds.
Oh, and there goes Andrew triggering things.
It's fine, it's fine. I need to do it. Or else. Nice. I think he's eating crystals. Oops. Now. Okay.
I don't think these guys fight back.
He made a bomb. That's what he.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, he spawned enemies. Okay. Joke's on you. We have tons of AoE damage.
That?
Loot, 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 loot. Here's some big tables. Wow.
I guess none of these need to be tanked.
No, they just need to be killed.
Yeah.
It's just a DPS check, essentially.
So they're trying to rotate through them, but there's actually no reason to tag them all. Reason to tag these, though. Big scary fights. Okay. May have split our attentions a little over much.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry. Oh. Hello? Oh my god. I'm so stupid. There we go.
Scary
Right.
rectangle. He's dead. He died of too much IQ.
He died of the death.
He died of up dog.
Turtlefish, man.
Why up dog though? Why not down dog?
The downward dog?
I don't think you're supposed to put dogs down. Okay. Interesting. All right, all right. Ruckish Deem? Ruckish Deem nuts? Is this a fish? Is this a turtle? What the fuck is this? Is it just wearing a turtle shell?
Yes. Maybe? I don't know.
So it just stole a turtle shell? That seems illegal.
Who's gonna stop him?
Good point.
Evil. Oh.
Okay.
Giant AoE. Okie dokie. Oh.
Okay.
They attacking a wave. Oh, in alternate directions. There's a lot going on there.
Get on your other side.
Go stand on the thing.
Go stand on a thing? Okay.
Looks like this fight's all wet.
Okay, I was standing on a thing.
I'm gonna die. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of hands.
Okay.
Do the wave, everybody. Okay, everything's fine.
God.
Eh? More Engi hands. Ow.
I feel like
They just all went at once that time. Rude.
Okay.
Good. Good. Oh, that's a lot of babies. I did not see them all under all the mess. The umbrella logo. Umbrella's behind this too?
Usually.
They do a lot for a dead company.
Waka waka. It is their specialty after all, right?
Oh, I forgot that two of my buttons share a cooldown.
What? What button share cooldown?
Not the global cooldown.
Oh.
I literally have two buttons that share a cooldown with each other. You have to pick one or the other.
Now I know what you mean.
That means I actually have to review what they do. And make a choice. And here I am just mindlessly spending all my resources.
Oh. Yes. Congratulations.
I don't know if the Final Fantasy does fully interrogate the imagery of a woman, woman's legs trembling and then she explodes into a puddle.
We'll figure it out.
What's in the treasure? It's an ugly top. It's dead to me. Let's go.
Well, you can't even use it anyways. Scouting
Maybe
gear.
one day.
It's for ninjas.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emet-Selch never uttered the name, speak though he did of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image? The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds. What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
Ready. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. No response. Confound it.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
If I may, milady. The panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within.
Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. Then may it be. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered.
The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus. Yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. Unless this calleth to mind the truth, or a truth that Emixel did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Asians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit at such time the role became vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiac's heart, and the emissary with whom we are acquainted, be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor.
It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it.
In matters of aetherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to other matters on the surface.
Bum 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 bum.
I feel like this is this whole succession thing should probably have been obvious, given the fact that we did the same thing with Minfilia and Reen.
Why?
You know, the whole oracle powers getting passed along.
Those aren't really related characters.
No, but it seems that they have very similar concepts in the sense that we've now learned that there's a heart of Hydaelyn and there's a heart of Zodiark. They are essentially, as far as the story has told us thus far, seem to be mirrors of one another. One keeping the other in check. Who's to say that that's not the case in this instance as well?
Well, I think what the point of them gleaming is just the idea that they don't actually understand who they're encountering and who they're trying to, like, stop from doing the crime, because the title, or the name, is a title. And so that means they just have no concept of who any of these people are. Like, Emmett Self will come back, but it's not going to be the same guy that we killed.
It is entirely possible, too, that the whole thing with Emmett Selk, La Habrea, Elidibus, the words themselves could very well be just a name, as mentioned, a name of office in just whatever original language they spoke. Leader could very well translate to Elidibus in their native tongue.
Well, but then why? What about the other guy? Name's like Vaunt or whatever. That guy was also a leader.
Venat?
Also, they said the word leader. They specifically used the word, "You're our leader."
Yes, but it seems like in this specific case, Elidibus, it sounds like, was part of the convocation, which was the group of leaders, like, of what sounds like a meritocracy, based on everything that we've heard thus far.
Meritocracies have never existed.
I'll believe you.
Echoes of a fallen star.
Alright, let me talk to him. Hold on. Can we but uncover Elidibus' true origin, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things
are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel? He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, as you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness! You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, chocobos, you name it.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day, even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Oh no, the alpha gradient on these clouds is approaching us.
What's happening to the sky?
Yeah, that's not apocalyptic.
It's a good thing that those clouds came out here to accentuate this effect.
Wicked White. Oh no.
Pyther 12.
A star shower.
That's not normally what those look like.
I hear a voice.
You and all? And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear, feel, think. I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light! You're back! What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
Wait!
The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
Pretty please?
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the Echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto. Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
So I just checked at the direction of our chat, and yeah, all the way back in part 2 of our series, Hydaelyn, when she made our the Warrior of Light, showed us the exact same meteor shower. The imagery was less evocative because this time it looked like an apocalypse happening to the city, whereas when it happened with her, it was in the Hydaelyn dimension, that weird void where she talks to us. So at that point, seeing stuff above us isn't that weird because the whole place doesn't look real. Whereas here it was like, what's happening to the Crystarium? Oh my god. So this is a callback to the very beginning of the game, which was like 3 years ago for us, so good luck. A Rothgar just appeared inside of me.
Well, welcome to Final Fantasy.
He's just here now. Boop, 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 boop.
All right,
hello, Alpha.
Let's talk to the boy.
The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain.
Okay. I mean, as one foe does, right?
Ooh, woo.
He is gone, then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties, young Thaler and Vonard among them, I am sorry to say, they have quit the guard.
What does that word mean?
What? Which word?
Entreaties. What is entreaties? I've never heard that word.
Please, wants of help, asking, begging. Yeah.
Okay, I've just never heard that before. Entreaties.
Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. There's a saying for that. The path to hell is paved with good intentions.
I think that came later. I don't think they've invented that yet, right?
I don't think you can say that Final Fantasy takes place in the past.
Does it take place in the future?
I mean, the entire Final Fantasy setting is full of both futuristic and past aesthetics.
And especially when you consider the fact that there are 13 shards in addition to the source.
I don't even mean that. I just mean like Final Fantasy as a franchise is like it's simultaneously full of sci-fi concepts and knights.
Mm-hmm.
So retrofuturism?
It's like the movie Nimona.
Isn't that a song? No, Sharona.
Could
Never
be. Okay. Words are used more than once sometimes.
Well, I meant...
With the movie Nimona, they have like smartphones and television, and also everyone's like a knight.
Yeah, but that's...
What are they calling each other about?
It's also a really good movie. You should just go watch Nimona.
Yeah,
It sounds like work.
As I was trying to say, the 13 shards are all flowing on different times as well. So where here it might be the present. On shard number 4, it could be 30,000 years in the future.
Wouldn't they?
It's not really relevant because we're just talking about these places that we're in.
I would assume that like even if time is ahead, it's not going to be like absurd. I would imagine it's in probably like decades or maybe centuries rather than millennia. I think like a millennia difference in time is wild. Like that's a...
I think we've established that they can be off by thousands of years from each other, but the two places that we're in seem
Are
technologically
more or less-
equivalent to each other, so it's time differences don't really relate. It's just because Andrew's just relating them to our real world, as in like our real life. And
well, when you think about
it's
it,
a fool's errand to compare Final Fantasy to real life because it's completely mired with nonsensical combinations of future and past iconography.
Think about it too, is the shard or the source also has a lost Allagan. You know, we have the Allagans who are superior in technology across the board.
Wait, are Allagans like the ancient people?
We have the lost civilization of the Allagan race, which I don't believe that's this. I don't think they're the same as the.
How are they
Asians.
somehow ahead of us technologically, but also
because every sci-fi setting ever made has a technologically advanced extinct species.
Sure,
they just do it so much. It's the Forerunners.
Isn't that just our enemies, though? I thought our enemies are technologically superior ancient beings.
They're superior when it comes to manipulation
Everything.
of aether, but not necessarily technology.
I don't know. They seemed like they had a...
Well, we haven't seen them necessarily
I guess they always wear hoods. That is kind of weird. Maybe like a really bad sun outside and they just don't figure out how to make umbrellas. I don't know. It's kind of weird that they're always masked up.
Here's the thing. Am I insane or is an Allagan tombstone a smartphone?
Tombstones are basically smartphones, yes.
So every time you get like a new piece of gear, you have physically collected 800 smartphones in like a giant crate. You're like, here you go, motherfucker. Do something with them.
Yeah, you're recycling. You're bringing all of this junk to the recycler. And
Like, I got
tombstone.
Yeah. So it was like we're recycling SIM cards and shit.
There's tombstones like. You're talking about the Allagan Tomes of Poetics, I'm assuming in this instance.
Yeah,
Tomes of Poetics.
Like I accept that the idea that we're collecting weird ancient smartphones, but the fact that currencies are literally hundreds of them is very funny. Like the fact that they aren't just like a relic that's like there for a plot device, but they're instead of currency is insane to me.
There's tomes and then there's tombstones. Tombstones are what we use as the quote-unquote phones. Tomes are more like USB storage devices type deal.
Tomes of data.
Yeah, they're storage mediums of some sort.
Damn, archaeologists have it easy in this universe.
Yeah.
They're just given data drives by adventurers, really hundreds at a time.
Well, I mean, I theoretically...
They just have to set up shop. They're like, oh, you want to know all the secrets of the universe? Make a cool chess piece and sell it to the adventurers for 1 billion lore.
Theoretically speaking, the average person probably doesn't encounter enough of them in their lifetime to actually be worth having someone as doing that as a job. Like, we're the only person who interacts with the world enough to find that many tombstones. Like,
yeah.
A normal person would find like 1 in their lifetime.
Jess says they still have to decode them, but I think at some point you have enough data to decode them pretty easily. At some point you can
the biggest
at some
problem
point you
is,
know the language, and then that's it. You won.
The biggest problem is we don't know how much data these tomes can store. It could be
also
were they technologically advanced or not?
Well,
Think they have sad baby USB drives.
Could you imagine if you put all of Twitter onto USB drives and gave it to cavemen? What would be the futility and their fucking point of decrypting this data? Like, it's all worthless.
Like, if you're talking about putting the entirety of Twitter onto USB storage devices, That's also including all the photos that were uploaded. That's including all the videos that were uploaded. There are going to be the amount of data that you would need to store would be probably equivalent to, oh boy,
so
Elegans
were
using commonly available USB storage devices, like,
I mean, we don't know. That's why we're trying to decrypt the data. They may be stupid. No one's really proven that yet. I mean, they have a lot of weapons that seem to have...
What is this zero escape nonsense? What universe creates that much data but stores it that badly? What society does that? It's a nightmare.
Like, what society has like 15 apocalyptic weapons? Why do they keep building these fucking things? They have like hundreds of doomsday devices. Every elegant piece of technology is like, yeah, I could wipe out the universe. Like, why? Why would you do that? What's that special feature requirement? Like, what government wants that?
This is a cocaine-fueled society.
Yeah, like it's baffling. The thing where
I feel like at this point,
on, like,
at this point, it's less a weapon against other people and more a weapon against themselves. Like, if they get too far out of hand, they flip the switch and end themselves.
Like, again, I don't think a very intelligent, advanced civilization needs to build that many weapons against each other. That seems like maybe you guys should do something a little bit more productive with your time. Like, I don't know, talking. That's a lot. That's a lot of means to murder. And it's not just casual murder, like a gun. It's like nuclear bombs every couple of days, a different type. That's just wild. Why? And then you can summon gods on top of it. This is just a fucking nightmare. I don't want to live here. Like, no thanks.
One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect. Not after having been blessed with the echo. It's not as if they hadn't shown the requisite spirit.
That's me on it. Yep. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light. Ardbert, yourself most of all. And so, I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now.
Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recalled correctly, Roban took the time to usher you into the world, the wider world, many moons ago.
That's true.
I think that comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard. But the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off.
Tell them not to do anything stupid. Got it. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Anamnesis to us. Okay.
I'm also here.
Don't worry, we'll get rid of half of the cast again next time.
That is the function of the expansion. Each time.
One of these days.
It's just funny that she was like just standing there staring at us the whole time but never saying anything.
Take me away.
You again? Yeah, I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day.
Okay.
You could be sure that we'll take those words to heart.
This is you, Andrew?
I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small.
And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You'll see if we aren't.
Well,
I like this guy in the
what
background.
what are you waiting for? Get out there. He's just staring at us. He's gonna be so inspired by our words.
Then we'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness. And thank you.
He's just like, are you gonna buy a ticket or what?
Hey, you gotta pay for that.
I like that they have uniforms on though. That's nice. Do you think the bloody necklace comes with the company?
He really is watching me. It's really distracting.
He was really committed. Do they all
With
have
my-
bloody?
What
yeah,
stood
they all have
out
bloody
to me so
necklaces.
much is that when people are looking at you, they look at your head. But my character, as a Rothgar, hunches like crazy. So when I turned around in that scene, my head moved like 2 feet in the other direction when I turned. So the guy really turned his head to watch me. Like you could really tell he's just staring at us.
He's like,
why did they tell that NPC to stare at us?
it makes him more lifelike.
That's
Wouldn't
so
you stare at
odd.
some random person standing in front of your
This is very
ticketing
funny.
booth talking?
Whenever I see the Al-Majah, I'm just reminded of the fact that, like, whenever you have to do a Beast Tribe quest, you constantly have to reckon with the fact that they just didn't give any of them facial expressions. And, like, inevitably, there's some kind of, like, emotional, empathetic storyline going on there, so it's just kind of sad that they never gave them facial expressions, so they can't do anything besides be giving, like, a beastly snarl the whole time. Like, during that time we did talk to all those, like, animal yokai. And they're like, it is, yes, my sad backstory. Anyway.
Horrifying.
We're here.
Yep, we're all here.
All right. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings in Anamnesis and Anyder do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason we must needs trust to Yshtola's ingenuity, and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit.
If I were to attempt to follow the emissary, elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. It shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt.
Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers.
I had a line. In combat, perhaps. But where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we?
All right. Now I look forward to your return.
It sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask you if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel?
Of course. We are presently studying the principles of underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results. To put it mildly.
But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test.
Indeed. Though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found.
I believe in us.
I've actually never slept before.
Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts. Thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I shall gladly offer mine assistance.
Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions.
Then perhaps I could help. There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty.
No.
I want to be helpful. Look at me, Dad. I'm helpful. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray. At which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants. By that I mean, wait for the next expansion to come out.
Oh no, are we not caught up yet? Are we caught up yet?
What do you mean we're years out of date?
Well,
it's almost like this is the expansion that introduced the races that we're even playing in the first place.
That can't be true, because how was I playing them before?
If anything, it's astonishing that we're currently only one expansion out of date. Although that'll... we're on the cusp of that briefly becoming two, depending on how fast we do the next part.
Give it about a year, and we'll be out of date again.
We'll be out of date again, but I think we'll reach the current expansion before the next one comes out. So I don't think we'll ever be two behind again.
We should be pretty quick here.
A pleasure as always.
We might even catch up.
We might.
We might run out of stuff to do.
No
and then
way.
Then we'd be playing the content as it comes out.
Oh man,
that would be wild.
I already read the first line, just in case. Anyway, I'm relieved to see you are unharmed in the early commotion. Though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite. Yes. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. Elite.
Bonk.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Cutscene.
Oh yeah, the room is much lonelier now that our friend is dead.
It is also dark in here, which is weird. Because dark. Awkwardly laying in bed wearing full armor or gear. Like,
why is my shirt so erect right now? I always sleep on top of my sheets in full clothing.
Full armor, no less.
Full is a strong way of putting it. Given that my character wears
my god, water physics, what?
A button up and a jock strap and then leg armor. Who is Glinard?
Hero, it's Glinard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for coming so late.
I think this is the guy who's... Oh, it's the bartender, I think. Yeah, it's the bartender.
Okay. Who was this guy? Anybody?
I think this was you. I think it was
Okay.
rough
A
and
friend
gruff.
of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues.
Okay.
Sure. Let me see his face. Yeah, that.
Hey.
The nerd's back.
Agreed.
His lips.
Whose grandson? Not my grandson.
Oh, Lou Reek. What charming accommodations. I've dealt with this character
Wait,
a lot.
Is that what he said to you?
Yeah.
He said, "Well met, sinner." What the fuck is that? What is that about? What's
Oh, because he doesn't know you. This is my class character.
Oh.
He was my quest line character for the entire quest chain for my
I've
class.
done all of these, so yeah,
But
he
back
knows
when
me
I
as
was,
well.
Yeah, back when I was a ranged DPS. I had come to dine with the wandering stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. So the sky caught fire and, well... You know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend?
The world is ending.
It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. That is alarming, to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy, so... Yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Reek and the hero. What's her name? And put an end to his shenanigans.
Is there a different line for you?
Yeah, because they've never met.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like everything he's saying doesn't match up.
Yeah, because he's talking to somebody he's never met in his game.
So what's he saying for that line?
For which line?
He doesn't even know where we are in the conversation because they don't.
Yeah,
let
I don't even know where you are in the conversation.
He's just gonna have to play along.
Oh dear.
Eorzea, I see.
I don't even have that option.
Oh no.
Yes,
This whole
I
story
know.
is just off the rails.
No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive.
There's no bite in that apple.
Lou Reek was the gayest storyline that's been in this game so far. Mainly the part where he takes you back to his parents to earn their approval, and it's like it's very much like, here's my giant warrior boyfriend is what it feels like in the moment. You're like, hang on a minute, this has a subtext to it. the meet the parent storyline. You're the better hunter, and the better person besides. I'm reminded of Renda Ray, though it's hardly a surprise, is it? For her sake, for all of theirs, show this pretender what it truly means to be a hero.
I'm popping over to Andrew's stream because I want to see what the hell's going on their end.
I'm already at the next cutscene because, like,
oh,
none of it means anything.
Just skip through it.
You can see it all.
Chat saying that Andrew's meeting a different character anyway, not Lou Reek.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
So it's probably his class character.
Okay, well, I just don't even remember that guy then.
You don't remember your own class character because you didn't read the storyline to begin with?
Yeah. Something about, like, the dog people, he cares about him. I don't know. It's not worth it.
Yours had the dog people in it?
Yeah, I kept going back to them, and it was really annoying because I don't know. They're annoying.
I gotta go back and... Oh, you mean the guys from this expansion?
Yeah.
The squishy people, dudes, not the dog men from last expansion.
No.
I do have that question. I can go back and do it now that I'm a tank.
Yeah, I think I had the pick of whoever I wanted from that cutscene.
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Okay. Kind of excited for the steak.
Steak sounds good right about now.
Wait, what's... Oh, this is the apocalypse for the... whatever they're called? Ancient ones?
The Ossians.
Wait, or not? Because this guy's here? Wait, I'm confused.
The sleeveless jacket thing.
I'm pretty stoked about it. I like that it's just hanging off of his shoulder. One Piece does that all the time.
Yeah, he's doing the One Piece shit where he just wears a jacket on his shoulders and nothing else.
That's great. That's
it's
great.
being held on by justice.
Yes, yes. Oh, never mind. That was in his dreams. Of course it wouldn't happen in real life.
The dream again.
Okay. But the jacket doesn't even fit on the chair.
The jacket's clipping to the chair. No, it's so bad.
So stupid.
No.
Don't question it. Don't question it.
Take the jacket off.
Oh, that looks terrible. Why'd they make the cutscene that way?
A recurring dream. They do so
Oh,
fascinating.
why are you so desperate? I'm not telling you my dreams. That's weird.
Trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand.
It's not
but
my
if you
bedtime.
are
Don't tell me bedtime stories.
I will gladly tell you the tale.
Way more heroes.
The tale of the world's end.
You can tell this Rothgar's in the same part of the story that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
He shows up every single time.
Everybody talking to the manager?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, hero. Will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care of so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the Warrior of Darkness how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. As my cat decides now is the perfect time to bug me. I love you.
To what?
To bug you.
To bug me.
Oh. I heard a different word.
What did you think I said?
It's fine.
Oh dear. No, definitely not whatever you think I heard. I said, oh my goodness. Person?
Yanny.
Person.
Yanny. Laurel.
Morin. Oh, it's the scholar.
Oh.
Ah, hero. How very opportune. How very opportune. Greetings, my friend. Did you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful. Wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. For all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Weird how it took like one speech to change the consensus of an entire civilization, but whatever. Or the great hero he is, in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think.
Oh.
At the time, I was not certain what to make of it at all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen. I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, hero, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I could be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. What can you tell me about the Warriors of Light? I beg your pardon? You wish to ask me about the Warriors of Light? Forgive me, but I dare say you already know more about them than any living soul, save for Ardbert himself, of course. Unless you refer to the Warriors of Light more broadly. If so, I may yet be able to assist you in some small way. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look at the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience.
Effie?
Yes, 1 second. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day.
I'm the villain of this arc.
I'm going to murder you in your sleep. You'll never see it coming.
I've been watching you in your sleep for the last year.
Why do you think that there's that... Why do you think that there's that tiny sliver of light that always creeps through your window?
You smell different when you're awake.
I mean, I would assume most people take a shower when they're awake rather than sleeping. Probably wouldn't be
I've collected enough of your fur to make myself a coat.
I'm wearing it. Soon I will have soon I will have a U suit.
Oh, God. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, you can do all the menial chores and tasks that you should keep throwing at
He
us.
just has like a Kigurumi of you by using your fur.
Oh my god. Looking at these books. Hang on a minute. Wow. This bookshelf comes like astonishingly close to passing the bookshelf test.
What does that even mean?
The bookshelf test is when I look at bookshelves to see if the same sequence of books repeats. And it usually repeats way more than it does here. This is like
does it?
Yeah.
It's just
admittedly there's only like 5 books total, but the sequences are like all over the place. Like if you like check along the rim of like where the wood splits the frames, like the sequences at the edge are all different.
Yeah, but then it copies the next one over immediately.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place, but it's way more obscured than normal. But the Final Fantasy books do have the cursed thing, which is that they resize the books by just squishing them. So the textures just squish whenever they make the books shorter, and whenever they make the books lean, they don't actually model the individual books as having leaned, because you can't just shear a sequence of books diagonally and have like, books don't work that way. Their spines are rigid, so like if the books are leaning to the right, the left side would stick up slightly and the right side would stick down slightly because the top is flat, and so the collective top of all the books wouldn't be flat because they'd all be tilted. So if you look at all the leaned books, they just diagonally sheared the model and texture, and so it's just those books are just fucked up. They're just diagonal books. You pick them up, they stay diagonal. Not even kind of worried about how their spines even work. Like you'd open those up and they'd either be like V, they'd be like V or U shaped or something. Like,
I mean, you never know. They could have been designed like that.
Yeah, honestly, they'd be great to read in bed. Like they're already at the angle to sit on your chest perfectly.
If you want to read a tilde, they're not going to sit flat.
All the text inside is also
weird fucked up covers
permanently.
I guess since they're diagonal, the way it would open is they would just open diagonally. Yeah, like one cover would point up and one cover would point down. Bizarre.
Ah, hero. Excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant.
Okay.
The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up on my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help.
Oh, of course, right when I'm yawning, Reen shows up.
Caught you.
I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Fine. If you must.
Alright, I guess story time then. We're all gonna sit around.
Of course, of course. The more the merrier.
Everybody grab a cushion.
If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Oh no,
Okay.
Rowan was mysteriously assassinated in the next 3 seconds. Now it's a quest about solving his murder.
Who did
He
it?
died
The
from a stab
books?
wound. It was Alice A. Case closed.
Were one to pore over the annals of Veranditic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as warriors of light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them.
I appreciate just floating. So is good.
I'm floating above the chair again. They really have to stop using camera angles that are level with the surface we're sitting on. Like, this is an easy thing to hide, but they keep not doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
but
if
all the other characters also
sit
sit correctly. It's just us.
Somewhat.
Well, it's funny that you
LSA is
mentioned
definitely
that.
floating.
I'm sitting down
Oh, you're
perfectly
right.
fine, but that's probably because of the fact that the outfit that I've got is partially clipping into the chair.
Yeah, if you've got stuff on your butt, then you'll clip into the chair a bit and it'll be less obvious. But like, Andrew and I are always cheeks out, so we just float over chairs. It's really noticeable.
Hey, wait
It's
a second.
extremely obvious. All you have to do is just change the camera angle. Like, if Hollywood has been selling fake punches for 50 years, you can sell fake sitting in a chair video game. You just change the angle. This is the only wrong angle. Stop picking it.
It is impressive they continually do it. Like, it would be understandable if it was like clearly one guy had a scene and he fucked it up.
Yeah.
But the fact that it like keeps coming back, you're like, oh.
There's some really
because
weird...
they only tested on Makotos.
They make weird cutscene mistakes in this game. Like that guy that had the jacket on his shoulders, the golf Nazi. Like, if they only used that angle from the front, all you had to do was slide the golf Nazi closer to the camera in the chair, and then he wouldn't clip through the chair, and it would still look like he's sitting in the chair because of the fact that you only see him from one angle in that shot anyway. And so they could have made it work, but they fucking made him sat like back flush to the support of the back of the chair, so his jacket clipped through it. Like, this is so fixable, you guys.
He's never not going to be the golf Nazi at this point now, is he?
No, it's my favorite. It's my favorite name I've given any character in this game. He earned it with this stupid fucking hilt.
The rotating sword.
He has a golf caddy of katanas.
Yeah.
And he's a Nazi. It's an easy name.
It would be fine if not for the fact there's a little guy that followed him and brought him that container.
Fucking the caddy of rotating katanas is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in Final Fantasy. And he's a reoccurring character, and he's back. He came back from the dead. Now he's zombie golf Nazi.
His titles are escalating.
To name but a few, there are Tolthwild, the legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfoot and Solulard, the fabled Drawn, and Galgent duo Volbert.
None of these mean anything to us.
And no list of frantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tyunia Ronka. In older texts, she too was called the Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations with the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. I don't know, man. If you've lived your entire life in fear of the Warriors of Light and their legacy, I feel like it'd be harder to shrug that off as easily as they did with the one speech, just because oh, there's a historical precedent, I guess, and the history that famously people love history and are well acquainted with it and always remember it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
As opposed to the
not
visceral fears they've lived with every day that you might get stabbed and turned into a nightmare angel.
Verily. In ages past, it was simply a synonym for hero. Ages past being Final Fantasy I. In the wake of the Flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings.
That's a stance.
Hey, look, that looks like an onion knight.
That looks like an onion knight?
Think so? No. Does it? No.
Onion?
I think so.
I don't know, when someone says onion knight, I think of Siegmeyer from Dark Souls. So I'm like, what do you mean by onion knight? Got big old horns. This is some...
Clearly means a knight that smells bad.
This is some age-old Final Fantasy art.
Yeah, that's some very old.
This, my friends, is Novran's oldest epic. the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesized hero rose to deliver the world from its doom, fighting in the name of the light. The hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other warriors appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, the Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence.
Indeed not. Just imagine a man who is awakened to the Oak Echo and is able to hear Heidelyn's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the Echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Hydaelyn did call me a warrior of light.
Yeah, we talk.
She did. I've never heard her voice myself. You're the Oracle. At what? Alright. But I can feel her presence. Perhaps through Minfilia.
At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Ascids will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good, must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder.
Oh, did someone say Warriors of Light?
Anime fall.
Oh, for a second there I thought it was a Lalafell, but nope. It's just...
Let this punk child in here. Rikitio.
Wow, that's a name.
Are you alright? My precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arkil. Well. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you?
The Warrior of Darkness?
My name's Riki Tio, and I want to help everyone.
Oh, okay.
Please tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light.
Have to talk to a god. You think you can arrange that?
Awkward moment is awkward.
Welcome to the child quest chain, where we deal with children for 7 hours.
Oh god,
good.
she
So
actually has a
excited.
quest.
Yeah. They're named, so we're fucked.
So, I want to be a warrior of light, but no one that fights with a sword and all that. But not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Norvent. When I told Arkil and Urwil this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere.
One knew where to look. One should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but... Esteemed warrior of darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Rikitio to the Spagarix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Chirurgans and their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we've finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagarix is a rotten egg, as they say. How do you say rotten egg?
I'll have you know I'm really rotten. You're going to be the rotten egg.
Yeah, you have cheating. You teleport.
That's
Why are we humoring this?
I don't know.
Well, we already learned what we needed to learn. That's it. There's nothing else to know about the warrior of light.
Don't we have like several more priorities?
Oh, alright.
Maybe you do.
Probably should use the shard and go to the
Everyone argued with me when I said that we didn't need to focus on saving Thancred because it's not our skill set and so on, and it didn't seem like it was that pressing of a time limit. But then everyone said I was wrong. So shouldn't we be doing that and not hanging out with children in the main story?
I'm not a loreologist. I don't know what we're supposed to be doing.
Chesameel's back. Fucking selector. There we go. I figured we were referring back to Final Fantasy 1 in that previous scene because it reminded me of stuff that I heard when I played Stranger of Paradise. Which is like... I think that's either a reimagining or a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. The weird, like, Team Ninja, like, hack and slash Final Fantasy game that came out. I think Chesameel was Andrew, wasn't she?
Yep.
I don't know.
Andrew has a
what she
tendency
sounded
to
like.
take
Oh
female
well.
characters.
Let's see.
Probably a safe bet.
Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine?
That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world.
Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided to not pursue that dream.
Huh? Why?
Because the people here need them too, sweetie. What the fuck? The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And younglings like you, who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see.
And so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain.
Does that mean my dream isn't any good?
Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our surgeons may set forth and aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard, and like blood.
I'm not afraid of hard work or blood. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch.
That's the spirit. Without further ado, then, may I entrust you with a task? I have placed an order at Sweetie Sieve for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it.
Oh, an ingredient. Leave it to me, miss.
I didn't even tell you what... okay. I such an abundance of energy, though I can't help but wonder if she'll be all right by herself. Hint, hint. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at Sweet Steve, please speak with a woman named Gracie, and she will point you in the right direction.
It's fine. I have nothing else to be doing right now. I shall join
Thankfully.
you. As the one who suggested this course to Rikkiatio, I would assist in her first steps. How do all of us have nothing better to do? All four of us? And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? This one will be Effie because he's the third child.
Dude, have to become the child that dies.
Voice him and thus doom him.
So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight.
What?
What?
Oh, that was the second line.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like,
you skipped his first line, you fool.
Oh, hang on. Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. There we go.
You want to murder.
I'm sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep over here.
You fool.
I'm bored.
What? You don't like the children quest? In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. What do you two want to do when you grow up, little boy?
Why are you humoring this?
I mean, I guess if, you know, it's better than kids going around picking dogs or something. Whatever it is kids do.
This is our youth program.
Yeah.
Running
Don't want me. Most serial
over
killers
here.
go around killing animals, so that's normal behavior for kids, just not a lot of them. What are you surprised by?
My brain's making dial-up noises right now.
Yeah.
Wait, where is? Can you not teleport?
Are we having to go all the way?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. What is this? This is the awfulest teleport.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Wait, was I wrong? Oh shit, I went the wrong way.
You gotta go south and loop around through the door that's behind the bar.
I teleported out of town because I thought that it indicated that was where I was going.
Wait, where did you teleport?
It's like south from here. I did every town has a teleport that's out of town, and at the time it looked like that was the right way to go. I guess, but I guess it wasn't. I'm just running across all of Sweet Sea from the other end right now. Okay, I got to sprint back. She's a startled sea lady. Rogadin.
I'm almost there.
Oh, you took even longer.
Yep. That's me. The long taker. This child is hiding in the bushes. Okay, I'm here.
The child stalks alone. Who wants to be this woman?
Gasp. If it isn't the warrior of darkness herself, may I assume you are with Master Alphanod?
Get it? I am a farmer.
Right. Lest you wonder, Chessmeal's orders is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we have not had the time to harvest them.
Would you like to collect some grapes?
So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphanod and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. All right, thank you.
Just gonna bend down and pick up some grapes. Just gonna pick up some grapes.
Tiny grapes.
Gonna pick up some grapes.
A little pinch of grapes.
Oh my god, what the fuck? They're like little lantern-shaped cones.
What? Oh,
look at the graphics of the grapes.
Oh no.
Pick up some grapes.
These are PS3 era grapes.
The PS3 looked better than this.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, your nostalgia is blinding you.
You're talking about the BioShock era.
Yeah, no.
Graphics will never look better than BioShock.
Oh yeah? I dare you.
Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun.
Here. We're just handing her buckets of grapes. She's like, ah.
This bucket's as big as her.
Oh, you've picked this many already? Amazing.
Yeah, they're really small in my hand, and they all come off in one piece.
Well, she has tiny hands, so she has. It's like to her, it's a whole thing of a grape. For us, it's like 6 grapes in one hand.
Only 6, huh?
Yeah, my hands are kind of tiny. I chose small hands.
I chose small hands. That character creation. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesameal?
I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them.
She just starts eating them. Just throws them up into a bucket. Take this to her.
Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light?
Oh, shit. Now it's a sad story. Okay.
A while ago, I felt sick. Really sick. My body was burning up, and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then, a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave. The apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous. And I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. But then, not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world, helping people.
I invented kale.
That's the same as I want to do.
I mean, she just invented like a hot Jamba Juice.
A hot Jamba Juice. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end?
Died. Tyler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help.
Oh my god. Taylor. One of the guards awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesameal. It would seem I have been laboring upon a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus didn't know more than give it a name. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Novrant has become a home to us, and her people our own. I am wise as a 15-year-old now, so... Let's return to the Spigrix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting.
It's weather. Always raining in the Crystarium.
It does rain a lot. Let's see. So when we returned to darkness to the land, all we did was reintroduce the day-night cycle, right?
Yeah, basically.
Because they always constantly said that, you brought darkness back to the world, and that one point in the story is supposed to be a sign, like when you get turned into a, when things go bad and you turn into a monster a bit, the game, you open those windows and it reveals the daylight, and it's like, oh my god, you've failed, the day's back. But I'm like, if returning night to the world was just returning the day-night cycle, how do you tell at a glance whether the daylight is the bad daylight versus the normal daylight?
I think because it's blinding. Like, it's really, really bright white, where the sky is normally like a bluish color when it's bright outside.
It was seen as so bad at the time that I'm like, why aren't we freaking out every time the sun comes up? Isn't that like the thing that we're like worried about happening?
Okay, I would like to call it here.
It's time for her to go sleep.
Yes, it is time for me to pass the fuck out.